So there's one more thing I want to talk about a little bit. I want to talk about One Blades, and I want to talk about Dan Nicholson, because you know Dan Nicholson very, very well. And, you know, Dan did pretty much everything in the States for 20 years. And he's self-proclaimed, hasn't really self-promoted himself since he's come back. So there's a lot of people that just have no idea what Dan is capable of, and the knowledge and technical expertise that he has of skates. So if you know him more than me. So if you want to kind of just give him a little bit of a shout out and just let people know.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as you said, I mean, Dan has an insane amount of knowledge. So, I mean, he's in every aspect of figure skating. He's obviously been involved in the blade industry and the boot industry. You name it, he's been involved in everything. And I guess one thing that Dan is he's kind of laid back in the way that he doesn't need to be the one at the forefront, but he knows what he's doing. He's got that knowledge, and to be able to develop and create new things, to be able to create equipment that will assist the athletes. And, you know, my knowledge of Dan is that, you know, it's not about him. We talk about it as a coach, but, you know, one as a coach with Dan, but also someone on the technical side and the equipment side. It's not about him. He will do whatever he can for the athlete. And if he can make equipment better for them, he'll find a way of doing it. His knowledge on the sport obviously assists his knowledge in the equipment. So, you know, what better do you want if someone's looking at developing a new blade or developing a new boot? Someone who already has the understanding of skating.
Yeah.
You know, someone who's coming in with that. Yeah, I know as a coach what I want. How can I make that happen? You know, well, Dan, for all intents and purpose, can make it happen. He has that knowledge as well on the equipment side to be able to, you know, put what he's got in his head as a coach into practice for developing equipment to then enhance the skaters' ability and performance.
Yeah, no, that's really well summed up. And now, obviously, we can't. You obviously know what we're doing, and we can't say what we're doing. But you'd say it's quite exciting, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is. Of course, it is. And anything, you know, there's not a lot of changes that happen in the skating world when it comes to equipment. And certainly what you guys are working on, as you say, is exciting times. And you know, as you say, if there's anyone that you want in that role, Dan would be the person you want in that role.
Yeah. All right. Enough talk about Dan. You know what he's like.
Yeah. We'll leave him for now.